Good evening everyone, my name is Hecthor Doomhammer. And while you're listening to this gentle tune, let me just turn it down a notch because I don't want to get copywritten on YouTube and such. While you're listening to this very gentle tune, I'd like to welcome you to a new series on my channel. This is Banished. And for the occasion, I have a very awesome person who donated this game to me as my co-host tonight, Mr. Fleet Admiral Ironhoof.
Hello.
Hello. So, why me? Why this game?
Because you were a really good streamer, and I thought you deserved it, and I'd like to see more people play Banished. It's a really good game.
I'm honored. I'm genuinely honored. I mean, I never expect anyone to donate anything to me because I don't like to talk about, asking for donations. And all of a sudden, during a Wednesday live stream, you said, "Hey, I've got something for you." And after the stream, I looked at my email, and boom, there was this game. I was like, he's gotta be kidding me. Banished? Here I was thinking that you may have donated like $5 or something, but no, you've donated the entire game. Just like, wow, crazy. So you've played this game, alright?
Yes, but not much.
Not much. Well,
yeah.
From what I understand, I've been following some gameplay on YouTube and on Twitch as well. I kind of understand the story of this, and it's about a guy that has been banished from his village or his country, and is set up into the wild. A couple of friends of him and loyal followers to his beliefs or whatever are joining him as well, and they're gonna have to build a new society, and we are going to be playing the role of that new leader. And hello, Spetsnuts and Vasily, of course. And by the way, guys, I guess that I don't know if you're gonna be watching the channel. You're gonna be watching the chat. Go type in your channel's name. So give this guy a follow. He really deserves it. He's a small streamer or small channel, but share some love. Go give the guy a follow. He's a cool streamer. I've been watching the stream of his yesterday. So give the guy a follow. Alright, so we are going to give our town a name.
Alright.
And I'm gonna name it Sheol. Because it's the first level of hell, and I consider the Netherlands to be the first level of hell since it's below sea level. And the legend of Sheol is that despite the fact it's being the first level of hell, you can still escape from it. And you can escape from the Netherlands. Or you're stuck there and you just sink down deeper. Okay, it's going to be a random map seed. I don't really care about that. I'm not going to change anything about this, so we're going to have a valleys terrain size of small. It's a fair climate. Actually, I should make it harsh because it's Swedish, but I'm going to keep it fair. Disasters are on because I'm actually hoping that we're going to be graced by a tornado within the first 2 hours. Starting conditions are medium. I'm pretty happy with this.
Yeah, this looks like a good start.
Yep.
I remember when I first played, I went straight for the hardest starting condition.
This is going to be a bit of a casual playthrough, and I don't really care about it much at all. So WASD, well, we're starting in winter already, that is good. WASD moves the camera around. I think there's a way to rotate the camera around as well, I just don't know how. Q and E, there we go, learned something new today. Is there a way to center the camera as well? Hello, Shadowy.
Hello,
so
Shadow.
You've got a couple of buttons here. Let me see if I can quickly pause the game. Yes, I can. So you've got a couple of buttons here. You can adjust the speed of the game over here. I believe to a maximum of 10. And hello, Jim Rayner.
Hello, Jim Raynor.
Then over here you've got a couple of buttons. Unfortunately, I have the screen window capture, so it's a bit weird, a bit too distant for me to read. It basically, I don't even know, I'm not going to. These are pretty much options, I guess. With this button you can get this out, so you can amount of stocks of log, firewood and food, which is basically just in your stockpile, in your storage barn over here. These are your resources. You've got your tools and other stuff. Then over here is an event log. It's gonna log all of your events. There's gonna be the mini map, which I am not going to use, and apparently we have a beautiful lake over here.
Ooh, lake.
Yes, and there's a phone call.
Yeah, sorry about that again.
Doesn't matter, and I always keep pressing the wrong buttons, and now I've lost my town. Great! Where is it? Ah, there we go. Found it! So that is the mini-map. Let's see, what else do we have? Professions, and I'm going to keep this on screen for a little while longer, because currently we only have 10 people in our village. All of them are laborers, so if I tell them to cut down a tree, they will cut down a tree. If I tell them to cut down the iron, harvest the iron or stone, they will do that. But I can also designate people as builders. And I can designate the maximum amount of builders once I actually get started. Once I actually start building. And the more I build, you can build a whole bunch of stuff. The more people you'll be able to designate as something. Just through inbreeding, I guess, if we're gonna have to be really cruel and just be honest about it. You get more people, so you don't just start and end with 10 throughout the entire playthrough, but you can get more people. This, I guess, simplifies the resource limits. You can have, I guess, you can adjust the limits in your stockpile. I think that this is increasing priority paths. You can designate your paths, etc. Apparently I can take a screenshot to do something else, and this is basically the info section that no one ever reads. It's a manual, no one reads that. So over here we have a couple of houses that we can build. We can build wooden houses, stone houses, which are warmer and thus will make people happier. And a boarding house. This is basically housing a large amount of people, a couple of families. Like if you just had a disaster, then people will start moving in. Or you can start out with one, and that is something that I am going to do right away. Starting out with a boarding house. And apparently I'm very close to the ocean, or to the water, so I guess that I am just going to start out. Press R to rotate. Gotta place my boarding house right over here, next to that. Next to the storage barn. And then I just go to here. Oops. Resume. And at 5 speed, people are just going to cut down trees around the area and hopefully build something. I would like people to build something.
I think this is a rather smart start.
Yes, because otherwise people are going to starve to death, they are going to freeze to death, winter has just passed. And as you can see, I can have a total of 4 builders, so I'm going to designate 4 people as builders. And they're now going to be building that boarding house.
I also want to say, it seems that we have somebody named Yuri Prime in the chat.
Yuri Prime.
Let's hope we don't get any strange phone calls.
Well, welcome Yuri Prime to the chat. Talk to us. I mean, I always appreciate people talking. Adds to the fun.
I completely agree with that.
I always like to interact with my chat. And it starts to rain. Okay, so over here we've got like roads. We can have just regular dirt roads, stone roads, bridges, wooden bridges, and stone, just wooden bridges and tunnels. And for now, I'm just gonna place a road alongside here. Hello, Yuri Prime. Glad you could make it. Glad that you decided to chat. Did I just click a dirt road or a stone road? I don't know.
I think you clicked the stone road. Yeah, that's a stone road.
That's a stone road? I don't care. Right, then over here we've got the storages. We've got a storage barn, that is this building. We've got a stockpile, which is this section, and you can make that as large as you want. You've got a market where you can sell and buy goods. And a trading post, this is for other towns who will come over to your town and have some trading stuff to do. We've got a well, I honestly don't know what it does. A schoolhouse. The more educated your villagers are, the more they will be able to produce. You've got your hospital, because health is important. You've got a town hall. Eventually, if you do that, you'll get nomads that will start living in your town and trading in your town. You've got a chapel, which I'll never build because it's wrong. And then you have got a cemetery, which of course is going to be massive because I like cemeteries. I actually like to spend time at cemeteries. And over here you've got a crop field for food. You've got your orchard for food, basically just grows trees. You've got your pasture for animals. You've got a fishing dock, which I potentially could just build maybe right over here right now.
Yeah, I think that'd be smart. I think that'd be smart to build a fishing dock since you started right next to the water, really.
Right there. And then we've got a hunting cabin. Hunting cabins, I would advise you to... damn it. Wish you could scroll this a little faster. I do suggest you do your hunting cabins and gatherers huts close to each other, but in the forest.
Yeah. Again,
hard to rotate. Because the more forested an area is, the more it will attract the wildlife and the resources for a forestry, for stuff. So I guess over here, and then we'll just make a road. The road ahead is empty. Oh, by the way, because this is your first time on my channel as co-commentator, you're not allowed to sing. Only I am.
I did not plan on singing at all.
Good. I don't want you to. So, we're starting to get some resources in, some food, and some wood and some stone, and probably some iron that is located in this area. Trees are automatically going to get chopped down so that we have something to build on. And when I basically have a bearing on over here, I guess. Can I do this? There. It's going to be your dirt road over there. This basically means that that some of your storages are getting low for food, wood, tools, or whatnot. So you want to keep that in mind. Now over here we have the alternative resources. You've got your woodcutter, which is going to provide your town with firewood. It's useful for the winter. Your houses, they're going to get cold. And firewood will provide warmth for your houses. So you always want to have at least one of those. It doesn't really matter where you place them, so I guess that I'll just rotate this and place it along here. Because I've got a road going up to the north in the forest over here. And eventually the wood that gets cut down will be taken from the stockpile and the storage, carried over to the woodcutter, and it'll be made automatically into firewood. And the best thing about this place is the moment that the woodcutter doesn't have anything to do, he becomes a lumberjack basically. He's going to cut down trees so that he can supply himself with stuff to do. Speaking of wood, we've got a forester's lodge over here. It's going to plant trees and cut them down automatically. So these two really work very well in conjunction. Okay. I I pretty much expected that. This is actually my first time playing with it, so some of the settings are probably going to be a little off. Just going to set everything down to, let's see, 50 for a moment. Let's start with that. So I apologize for this, and now I can actually turn down my own throat volume a notch, I hope.
Sorry if I stay quiet.
No, it doesn't matter, doesn't matter.
I don't want to interrupt you while you're talking.
Oh, if you have a bit of information to share that I can use, then by all means. So we've got the Forester's Lodge, as I said, going to plant down trees, going to... actually, I'm going to place that right here. Because it is going to be close to my stuff over here. It's going to provide additional forest so that my gatherers and hunters will be able to get more stuff. I don't know why there's nothing getting built though. So let's see. Got this one, yes. Got 9 laborers. I'm gonna get 6 builders for the moment. And because I will end up building over here, I'm going to be building my little town area over here to start out with. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to select this, which is harvest trees, and just drag it all over here so that every tree in this area is going to get chopped down, and I can use that for my own good. I'm going to do the
That'll
same
be
over here.
That'll be a very good idea. Get some excess lumber up.
Yep. Perfect. So that works with the trees. We've got our stone here as well. That is the lighter gray thing over here. So we're going to do the same. Just collecting every bit of stone there is. And then we've got iron, which is the darker gray one over here. And we're going to be doing the same thing over there as well. Not much iron in that area, but at least it's something. So we're going to fill up our stockpile. People are living in the boarding house over here. Living in the board house, you can see that we've got a male of 15, a female of 16, and children of 1, 5, 5. We've got one of 2. Oh, the person just turned 2, that child. We've got someone of 17, 22, 11, 8, 21, 28. No, that's 20. So we've got a whole bunch of people living in here. The eldest is, I guess, 31 over here, which is a laborer. So, also we've got an inventory here of firewood and that is potatoes. That is useful. Now, also, I want to get a road. For some odd reason, this remains on the screen. So I guess that I'll just see if I can get it off screen. There we go. What I wanted to do was actually set up a road, if I can find that, to, let's say, over here. And then drag this down here. And then we've got ourselves a little road connecting the boarding house with the fisher guy. And as you can see, my laborers are just going nice and quiet, putting down the road, chopping down the trees, and start bashing them.
Hello, Alstar.
Hey, Alstar. Nice of you to join us. This is Banished. I actually also have another reason to play this game, because it kind of falls in something that is currently related to myself, but I'm not going to be talking about that. I just don't know how to feed my guys actually.
Right,
Because you know I can have like 15. I'm gonna have one more builder. I've got so many builders, but none of them are actually building. That's the problem. They're just chopping down stuff. And they're just building. Well, I clearly have like 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, they're building the fishing dock. That is good. It's almost produced, and we've got a couple of dead people already. Yeah.
You got dead people already?
No, White Afex, you cannot post a link. You cannot post a link.
Wow.
Yeah, we had like 4 people die already. So what I'm going to be doing quickly now that this is done, I'm going to have 4 people work on fishing, and have 4 people on building, and have 4 people on labor. And we have 4 more people dying. Whoa, people are dying.
Are they starving? I think they're starving to death.
Yeah, but if they don't build something that actually gets them food, then they're not gonna get food. Isn't that obvious?
That is quite obvious, but apparently not to them.
Yeah. So, I'm losing my laborers, I'm losing my fishermen, people are dying, and things are going very well. Hello, Electron!
Hello, Electron.
What the fuck? I'm losing everyone. I literally have 1 person left alive. And everyone is dead. Are you kidding me?
Already.
I failed.
Well, that's what this game is about. Failing rapidly and then retrying and failing again.
Yes, and that is the result of living in Sheol in the Netherlands. You die. Okay. Quit to